Episode 8 of Building the Box. This one is going to be the shortest and probably be the worst audio quality it'll ever be. I'm currently on holiday in Croatia with my mum. It's the first time I've really been away. This is like end of summer. It's nice weather outside. It's like 23, 24. It's a bit windy. We've been here for a few days, and for the first time in a real long time, I went on holiday and not brought my laptop. Probably since I started shooting my books. Normally I just always have my laptop and I'll check in on the day-to-day, the messages and stuff like that. But this holiday I've done none of that, which has been real nice. And I go back to Ireland tomorrow, late in the evening. And then basically one day back in Ireland, and we fly straight to Turkey then to meet suppliers, just get everything locked down for Q4 with the supply chain and stuff like that. So actually after this recording, I'm going to text my supplier and just make sure we've got everything organised for next week, because we're visiting different factories, there's a lot of internal flights, so I just need to make sure we're on the same page with that. But yeah, this week's been real good. And I've had a lot of thoughts come to me either when I'm just sitting reading by the pool, or when I've been, even in my dreams, I've been having ideas. Woke up today with one, which I think I'm going to come back with and try and implement. It's definitely good for energy, and I think it's something I needed, because after I came back from traveling, so I did travel in South America, but I was still working at the time during the start of summer, and then I've pretty much been working straight the whole way through, and I was feeling a bit of burnout a few weeks back. So like this is well needed, and then I think I'll be really energized coming into Q4. One thing that has happened since the last episode was I had a mentoring call with my kind of main mentor, Brandon, and we were discussing whether to move to subscription only or not in the UK, because the results on the subscription only weren't like conclusive, to be honest. And a lot of his thinking on it was really good for me. He was like, what do you want in 10, 15 years time? For me, that's to sell a business, exit it, and to build a really good, unique business as well, but you need to exit it. And subscriptions allow us to do that. And by putting our time and focus into anything other than subscriptions, that is a waste of time. So basically the long story short was like, he goes, figure out what you want 10, 15 years and then work back to what you should do now and make your decisions based on that, which is great, like frame of thought that I think sometimes get lost. And that's why I think having those like mentoring calls is so important. And something that I started this year and I definitely want to do more of. I think it's quality over quantity, definitely, in choosing your mentors in this, by the way. But they give you a different frame on things, decisions you're making right now, and can just help guide you. So when I go back, the results should be fully in terms of the split test. I'll look at the data, but I think with that frame in my head, that subscriptions are probably the only way to go forward. Because selling a business that is subscription only, you can get a multiple of revenue. Instead of when it's not subscription only and it's one-time purchases, you get a multiple of EBITDA, which is a very hard thing to exit for high value compared to if you exited for a subscription only revenue multiple. I also want to touch on why I decided to go on this holiday. I go away quite a bit, but I don't really go on holiday that much in terms of like I'm either working when I'm away, but I do try and live my life to the fullest. And when I was at the conference in Mykonos in the summer Geek Out event, it was really, really good. And the guy got up on stage and he says, you know, you should do one big holiday every quarter. So like, obviously as a business owner, you look at the calendar in quarters, but we should start looking at holidays in quarters. Because if you do 4 holidays a year, it starts building up. And over 10 years, you'll have done 40 really good holidays. 20 years, you'll have done 80. And I thought that was really epic. And it's just the power of compounding. So yeah, I'm going to stick to one big holiday every quarter. Something that's like really good and a new experience. I've been to Croatia before, but it was part of like a drinking holiday, so it's a slightly different experience now. It's the first time my mum's been to Croatia. it's funny how a holiday works for a business owner, because at the start you're like so excited to like have time off, and then you start getting fresh ideas in like the middle area, and then you come towards the end of it and you're kind of just itching for the holiday to be done and to go back to like work, because you got the new ideas and you got the fresh energy. And in some aspects that's what makes a holiday so good, as someone who is driven, is that you get so many different emotions through it. In terms of not taking away the laptop this week, the thought was I put a lot of effort into like delegating and coaching my team the last 2 months, especially with the book club, taking things off my plate. And so I thought this would be a real good test. So I'll leave my laptop at home and see if it would burn. And if we do burn from like just different things going missing and my presence not being able to impact decision making, then we can learn and we can fix that, make the systems better for next time. Because the business does need to be not reliant on one person. So this will be a true test to see how good I've delegated, how good I've coached my team, and how good they could step up and take the initiative themselves, which I think is exciting for me and for them. So anyway, just a quick one. I'll be back next week. This time I'll be filming in Turkey next week, and I'll be giving updates of meeting the suppliers and how everything's been going and prep for Q4. Thanks for all the support.